Good evening, classmates. Good evening, judges. Good evening to the opposing team. As my colleague Jaffier has already stated, we will be talking about openness versus secrecy. We are on the affirmative side. I believe he has already defined for us what is openness according to the Macmillan Dictionary. On the opposite end of that, I would be defining what is secrecy. Secrecy is described as such a situation in which you keep something secret, or the process of keeping something secret. Which is in the long run something that we have, which is also subjective, which can be simplified even to these much more simple terms: confidentiality and receptivity. Right. So in that, we both have to decide on which line we should fall on. The points that I would like to get into would be the broadening the mind to possibilities, ideas, and concepts, which allows us to, which can only derive from being open. If we are open, we can broaden our mind to different concepts, different possibilities, and new ideas. According to a quote back in 2016, web article in 2016, basically it was saying that wider perception or wider participation, whether it is in a contribution to a project, forming ideas, or getting learners to engage with a wider audience, and this open practice offers a meaning of getting engagement beyond immediate participants. We should all necessarily be participants in wanting to learn knowledge. We want to be more participants in understanding one another and being open in the mind to hear other people's opinions. Why? Because if we don't, what ends up happening is we become narrow-minded. My next point I want to touch on and submit to you guys for my final point is openness is great for communications. In an article in 2015 from an accord group, which is basically for marriages and stuff like that, it basically says that this is not a once-in-a-lifetime journey, but one that is repetitive and repeats in loving relationships every day with our loved ones. Regular, open, honest, and sometimes challenging communication are the gateways to a good relationship. And communication and relationships are twin towers of inseparability. And that my final submission to you is what openness really is again honesty. It is receptivity, and how we can differentiate the two. And this is why I feel that this should be valued more than the other.